I'm Kobe.
And I'm Kara.
And welcome back to HAST TV.
To start off, last week was College Go Week and teachers dressed up in their alma mater.
Speaking of college, Cassie Allison was the first senior in class of 2018 to be accepted to a college. She's been accepted to IUN.
Remember, seniors, for the senior committee, you'll be meeting right after school on Tuesday, October 4th at 3:30 in Ms. Fitzanne's room.
Film literature and short story students are reenacting scenes from books and movies. Here are some pictures.
Choir is selling t-shirts, 2 different types of t-shirt designs, and they will be $20 each.
Next up, we have 7th grade with the My Country's Worse Than Yours project. Kids will be debating each other on which country is worse than the others. Here are some pictures.
On to Maria with our Spanish word of the day.
Buenos días a todos. La palabra de esta semana es albor, que significa la primer luz del día cuando sale el sol. El consejo de esta semana es que a veces no necesitamos consejos ni soluciones. Lo único que necesitamos es que alguien nos escuche o nos dé un abrazo muy fuerte.
And we have dish soap here, but not any just dish soap. Albor, albor, albor.
I'm pretty sure they're talking about, like, the sun. Like,
Albor.
No, not that kind.
Albor.
No, it's not that kind. I'm not talking about that kind.
Albor.
Now on to weather with Josh.
Hello. Hope you guys enjoyed the beautiful weather last week. The temperatures this week will slightly rise into the low and mid 80s, while dropping into the upper 70s over the weekend. Do not expect any rain, but lots of sunshine this week.
Box looks awfully familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too.
This week, Juliana has found another student, Kimora Lee, as our student spotlight.
We're here now with the Student Spotlight of the Week. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, my favorite color is blue, purple, and gray. Obviously in 8th grade. I don't know what else.
That's good. Okay. What is your favorite thing about school?
I like my favorite thing about school would probably be like the 8th grade teachers and like their curriculums. I guess they're pretty fun. How they include like fun with learning. Yeah, and has an overall good environment. So I just really like it here.
Oh, okay. What is your secret to school success? In the classroom, at home?
Well, at home, when it comes to homework, I usually do everything like the day is assigned instead of putting it off, because a lot of the times they finish grading on Friday. So like, and then the study habits, you just do it like as you go, take little notes, and it usually helps a lot.
Yeah, it does help. I do that too. Okay. And are you excited for next year going into high school, the challenges that it will bring and being upstairs?
Well, yeah, because being upstairs is like, I like being up here. It's so pretty and stuff, and I feel older. But no, because like 8th grade is hard enough, so high school might be very, very hard. So yeah.
You'll be able to do it. I have faith in you. Okay, that concludes our interview. Thank you very much. We're here with Mrs. Lucido. Can you tell us a little bit why you guys chose Kimora Lee as the Student Spotlight of the Week?
Sure. 2 of the main rules that we have in the 8th grade are respect and responsibility, because we feel like any individual going forward, if you have respect for other people and respect for yourself and you're responsible, it'll get you pretty far. And I think that Kimora just exudes both of those every single day that we have her in class.
That's great. Okay, if you could describe Kimora in one word, what would it be?
I would definitely say enthusiastic.
That's good. I see that in cheer too from her.
Right.
That's great. And what outstanding qualities does she portray towards others, teachers, and in the classroom?
I think she always comes in with a real positive attitude. She's always helping out her other fellow students in class, always has a smile on her face. I mean, I don't know how you could have a bad day just being around Kimora.
Around here. That's very true. I see that too when I'm with her. That concludes our interview. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Okay, Mr. Grimm and some of the students are starting to clean out the greenhouse as a horticulture club, and here's Juliana with that story.
We're here with Mr. Grimm. Can you tell us what is the Horticulture Club?
Hi, Juliana. Thank you for coming out today to ask me that. I appreciate it. The Horticulture Club is a group of HAST students and some faculty members as well that are working on, all sorts of things. We'd like to start a vegetable garden at the school, probably plant some fruit trees, a lot of gardening related things, but also in addition to working outside, we'd like to be working inside, doing some plant breeding, just kind of learning about horticulture is basically studying plants and how they grow. So just kind of learning about that in general. And also I think learning about how to do these practices sustainably. A lot of agriculture over the years has been really bad for the land and bad for our food, so we'd like to see how we can fix some of those problems.
Make it better. Yeah,
Exactly.
That makes sense. Okay, what made you decide to start the Horticulture Club?
Well, over the years I've had a lot of students come up and express interest in doing something like this. So it seemed like just kind of the right direction to go. And also this is a long time passion of myself actually. I do a lot of horticulture and gardening work at home. I've done some plant breeding, and all sorts of things. So when I found out that students were interested in this as well, it just kind of made sense to start a club.
Yeah, it does. So what has the Horticulture Club so far succeeded in doing?
Well, we've only been running for about 2 weeks, so we haven't done a lot so far. The last 2 weeks we went to the biodome greenhouse thing outside, the giant igloo, and spent some time cleaning that out, trying to kind of get it ready so we could actually use it as a planting space in the future.
Ooh, that's cool. Okay. What are your goals and plans for the Horticulture Club?
Well, we're very open to student suggestions if any students have any ideas. Some things we'd like to get started relatively soon are get composting going at the school, set up some garden beds so we can start to compost in them now, so in the spring we can start a vegetable garden. A lot of students have expressed interest in working with like succulents and cacti and some of the desert species that grow really well indoors with a proper setup. And just kind of start growing our own food.
Wow, that's a really good idea. So that concludes our interview. Thank you very much.
Great. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming out today.
Thank you. Now, can you guys tell me what made you decide to join the Horticulture Club?
I joined the Horticulture Club because I enjoy gardening and being outside.
That's nice. Yeah, me too. You too? Okay. How do you like the Horticulture Club so far?
I really like it. I mean, it's a good way to like meet new people, like to just like meet friends.
Yeah, since you get to garden, it's like fun to do. So
That's nice. Okay. Would you recommend other students at HAST joining the Horticulture Club?
Yeah, especially from like other grades, because like since we're in 8th grade, like we're meeting like kids from like 6th grade and 7th grade, and we can like talk to them.
yeah, so you could like communicate with other people and like experience other things with them.
That's very cool. Okay, I'm glad you guys are liking the new club so much. That concludes our interview. Thank you very much.
And finally on to sports with Mia.
September 25th, girls JV and varsity volleyball beat Roosevelt High School. September 25th, also boys varsity tennis falls 5-0 to Calumet New Tech High School. September 27th, girls middle school beat 21st Century Charter School. Also the 27th, girls varsity volleyball beat Roosevelt High School once again. Also September 27th, boys varsity soccer lost against Hammond Clark High School. September 28th, boys varsity soccer lost against Portage Christian School. Upcoming games. Friday night is senior night for girls JV and varsity volleyball versus Gary Lighthouse College Prep Academy. Also, congratulations to Hannah Heller for making regionals in golf.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of HAST TV.
Come back next week for a brand new episode.